Hey YouTube, this is a little 24-hour kind of initial impressions review of the Zero Tolerance 0560. I carried it on me all day today, and I just want to talk about some things since I've got to inspect it and actually carry it on me today. First off, the G10 on this provides really nice grip in up or down direction, both kind of like the bi-directional texturing on the Spydercos. Kind of feels like that, but G10. And the titanium side, since it's 3D machined, also provides a nice, excellent grip. Even though it's titanium, it's not, obviously, it's not smooth like, you know, the 551, for instance. It carries real nice and deep in the pocket. It is adjustable, as you probably all know, to all four sides. And they did it with style. You know, a lot of times when companies do that, they kind of, to me, ruin the looks of the knife. But on this knife, it didn't affect the looks at all. Still really nice. Has a large lanyard hole, just like the Hinderer XMs. Open pillar construction. Flips open extremely easy, pretty much every time, no problem. And it seems like it's getting easier and easier. So it's got a nice, it's a lighter colored stonewash on the blade than the 551. At least this 551. I've had a few 551s that are a little different. You might not be able to tell with this camera, but the 551 is actually a little darker. I'll show you a size comparison too with these other. It's the ZT 200, 551, and the Combative Edge M1. So you can see right there, it actually cut me when I closed it because it's so smooth right there. So, yep, came crazy sharp. The flipper is phenomenal on this. The grip on it is, when you squeeze down on this, it feels like there's no way this thing's coming out of your hand. It locks up, it locks in, your grip locks in extremely well. It's got some hard cut jimping on the back, which I like. If you do open it like this, if you flip it like this, it does rub the tip of your finger and it may bother some people, but it doesn't bother me at all. I usually flip like this anyways. Damn, look at that. Oh well, keep doing the video. It feels much thinner in the hand, especially up here towards the, below the flipper, than the 550 does. And that's kind of where I was surprised. I actually expected it to feel a little bit thicker. It's not a bad thing at all. It actually is more secure feeling, in my opinion, than the 0551 or 0550. See, looks like it's a little bit thinner. Titanium side's definitely thinner. Look at the, try to show you the lock bars. My phone doesn't focus. One thing you'll notice is it does lock up later than the 0551, but the lock bar is cut at just a slight angle, and the blade tang is cut at a slight angle, and they match almost perfectly, which is what I like to see. Locks up rock solid. I've flipped this thing open probably a couple hundred times already, and it hasn't moved. You can't really tell on this, but it's actually locked up at probably about 60 or 70%. Got some blood there, it looks like. And what else do I want to say? Fit and finish is pretty good. You know, there's a little bit of machining marks, but it's kind of hard not to have those with how much machining is actually on this blade. Wipe off some of that blood. What else? As soon as I get in front of the camera, I forget what I want to talk about. See, it's got the standard ZT pivot so it's not going to spin on you when you try to adjust your pivot. This knife is extremely light. That's the first thing I noticed right when I pulled it out. Like, wow. Compared to, you know, even the 0550, it feels lighter than the 0551, I mean. Definitely a whole lot lighter than the 0200. One thing people have talked about, it has a really strong detent. And that's kind of why it pops open so easy when you use the flipper, and as well as, you know, it's got the KVT. But it's really hard to open, almost impossible to open with the thumb studs on your right side, and that's because it's got a huge, I don't think it's going to focus, but it's got a huge detent ball in there. I think this is why, and when you're pushing on this thumb stud trying to open it, you're actually kind of pushing the detent ball in further. And I think that's why it doesn't allow it. But let me switch hands real quick. When you do it left-handed and you're not pushing against that detent ball, you're able to open it with the thumb stud. And the lock bar is not sticky in any way. Easy to disengage left-handed, right-handed, whatever. No problem. And this is a flipper anyways. You know, it's designed to flip open. But it's nice to know you could open it with your left hand with the thumb stud if you want. And you could still open it with the right one, just kind of use the flipper at the same time to pop past that detent. It's not a big deal. Like I said, lockup is tight but also smooth to disengage. Pocket clip, it's got a kind of a low carry. Nice, extremely light. Fit and finish is pretty damn good. I'm pretty happy with it, especially at the price that they're offering these at. Alright guys, I just wanted to show you, I guess, a slightly better video. I'm bleeding all over the place, so better end it now. I'll do a better video later when I have good light. But thanks for watching.